Hey, what's going on? It's the Bearded One back at you again, new video. Hey, so in today's video, we're going to talk about what to expect in this next year of 2024 for the housing market here in Northeast Florida. All right. So if you haven't been watching the news or don't know what's going on, interest rates are starting to take down and a lot of things are changing in the current housing market. So definitely stay tuned to this video and I'll break it all down for you. Okay. So I'll be right back. Alright, so before I get into today's video, let me introduce myself really quick. I am Maurice Murphy. I go by the Bearded One. I used to be called the Bearded Realtor, but as you know, if you watch my channel, you know that I had some infractions or trademark infringements that I had to stop being called Realtor. So that's neither here nor there. We're gonna keep it moving because we don't let nobody stop our show. Alright, what do I talk about on this channel? I talk about buyers and sellers tips and I educate them on what's going on in the housing market. Also talk about a lot of new construction and veterans benefits when it comes to home ownership. And the last thing I talk about is I talk about beards, of course. With a beard like this, I gotta talk about what I'm doing to it to make it look this good. All right, so that sounds like something you're interested in, click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up for new content, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know every time I drop a new video. All right, so let's hop into today's video. As I said, what are we expecting this year from the housing market? All right, so if you don't know or really haven't been watching or following what's going on, the feds have started to decrease the interest rates. So they were going to decrease it at the beginning of the year, but they haven't. But actually they started decreasing it end of last year, and they expect it to continue to go down throughout the entire year. So with that being said, what do I expect to happen in the market? One, and honestly, truly, I think a lot of buyers who have been sitting on the market or sitting on the fence waiting for this time are going to be immediately going back to get into the market. All right. So what does that mean for you if you're in the market right now? You need to go ahead and, or if you're considering right now, go ahead and buy the house now. Why do I say that? Because once those buyers come back into the market, there's going to be a lot more competition, making it a lot harder to buy the house that you really want, and you don't have to settle for something that you really don't want or it really doesn't fit what you need for your next home. All right, so go ahead and buy that house now. Keep that interest rate what it is, and then later on when interest rates go down, you can change that rate at any point in time. What does that mean for sellers? That also means for sellers a lot more competition as we go into the actual springtime. So if you need to sell, go ahead and sell now. If you want to try to wait it out, but I will caution against that just because as you're waiting to sell, other sellers are waiting to sell too. So that's going to put you in a competition to see which buyer chooses which house in that neighborhood. So if you don't want to be in that situation, have to do any work or have to make any improvements to the home, go ahead and sell the house as soon as you need to. Don't wait till the summer or springtime to get your house sold. So interest rates are going to come down even more. What does that also tell us? Let's tell us that the inflation is getting really well. What's going on in the current political state is that politicians want to show that they have done an amazing job with the economy. Inflation is under control, interest rates are coming down. So now those buyers and those sellers that need to buy and need to sell can go ahead and sell their house for top price and buy and get a great deal. So now is really that time because we're currently in February and we all know, if you don't know, spring and summer times are your peak season for home buyers. So don't wait till that time to try to get in to get a lower interest rate. Go ahead and buy it now and then refinance it at a later date to get the lower interest rates. Because I'll tell you, and I'll be honest, this is going to be a little bit like it was back when COVID came out. I think it is, just because it's been over 2 years since we had low interest rates as these. And once those low interest rates come back, a lot of buyers going to be back into the market trying to buy a house now that interest rates are where they can afford a decent mortgage and get the house that they want. So if you were able to do it now and don't wait, because once everybody comes back in the market, it's going to be multiple offers all over again like it was before. You're going to be competing with the bidding, and then not to mention once the investors get their hands into the pot, it's really going to cause a lot of chaos because we know they have very deep pocket and they can get capital at any point in time to buy properties as they see fit. So don't wait, go ahead and buy the house now, get you a lower interest rate later once interest rates come down. And then you can buy exactly what you want, exactly what you need, and something you and your family will be really happy in, and you won't have any buyer's remorse. sellers, if you need to sell your house, go ahead and sell it the best possible deal you can, so you're not in that competition with other sellers who are waiting till the springtime to get their home sold because they figure I'm gonna have a feeding frenzy when interest rates go down. But what they don't realize is a lot of other sellers gonna think that way, so you gotta make sure that your house is the best in the neighborhood if you plan on going that route. Meaning, you have to put a little bit of money into it. You're gonna have to probably do some upgrades, some improvements, because buyers are getting really savvy about what they want, and they want to pay these high mortgage payments if the house doesn't meet their needs and really what they condition of what they want. So, all right, so that's all the tips I have. I really think it's gonna change the landscape of the housing market, and once interest rates go down, a lot of things are gonna start to move a lot faster. A lot of things are gonna happen sooner rather than later. So if you need to go ahead and make things happen now, do it now. Don't wait till later. All right, so that's all I have for you today. That's my prediction. I think the market's gonna really get back and pick itself really back up really fast once those interest rates go down below 5%. Okay, so that's all I have for you. My name is Maurice Murphy. I go by the Bearded One. And so on this channel, we talk about buyers and sellers and educating them and giving them tips. And we also talk new construction and VA benefits for home ownership. Right? So that sounds like something you're interested in. Click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop my next video. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.